Argentina are through to the World Cup final. This matchup was unbelievable. It was incredible. And this game was a game that was really going to decide which team is really the top team. It's unbelievable with how the game turned out because a lot of people were talking smack about Argentina. People were saying that Argentina are not good anymore. They don't have the right defenders. They don't have the right players. They have to stop Messi. Messi's washed. And people are talking as if Messi has not been playing for the last 20 years at the top level. And I was just laughing and thinking, I can't wait to watch the Argentina versus England and see Argentina dunk on England because the disrespect to a player that's done it over and over was crazy. Like, I don't know where all this confidence and all this arrogance came from before the game, where the media was talking about Messi, legends, England legends were talking about Messi and how he's not gonna pull off another miracle and be able to perform at this level. And it happens every single time in every major tournament with England, where there's a type of entitlement that we are supposed to be we are the best team in the tournament. And I actually feel bad for the English players because they don't have anything to do with the outside noise. There's always going to be an entitlement mentality and also underestimating your opponent. I knew Argentina was going to pull off another miracle. From the time Anthony Gordon scored his goal, I was literally just watching the TV intensely, seeing what is Messi gonna do to save his team again. When I see Thomas Tuchel bring on three defenders, Dan Burn, O'Reilly, and Kwanzaa, I was like, bet. Okay, this is now Argentina's time to find a way to unlock England, and the only person that knew how to do that the best was Messi. 30 minutes after Anthony Gordon scored, in the 85th minute, Fernandes pulled off our worldie into the corner, and I don't think people are speaking what Pickford could have saved that. He could have done something about that. Nah, Pickford saved England a lot of the times. But then if you're defending in a low block, you're not gonna. Eventually, you're gonna be exposed. There are cracks that are getting bigger and bigger and bigger when you make a low block. And then after the Fernandes goal, I just knew Argentina was going to score before this game ended. The momentum was getting more and more on Argentina's side. It was literally attack versus defense. And then Lautaro Martinez scored in 90 plus 2 minutes. And then you just knew that's the end of the game. And then now England are chasing the game again. And I'm not going to speak too much on Thomas Tuchel because I know what he was trying to do. And he even said in his interview something like, if he didn't try and defend his lead, people would have told him off. So at the end of the day, people just want to talk for the sake of talking. You just have to hold your hands up and say Messi is the greatest footballer of all time. People are saying last World Cup, Messi only scored penalties. That's why they went through. Now people are saying it's rigged. And now that he's managed to beat England, who are physically superior, nobody can chat anything about rigged or favor or anything because Argentina grinded. They grinded. There was no favorites for this team. And they were the underdogs. Believe what you're seeing. Enjoy what you're seeing. We're seeing greatness in our eyes, and it's not just Messi. Some people are saying without Messi, Argentina wouldn't achieve what they've achieved. Well, without a team behind Messi, Argentina don't achieve anything. We're not saying this where Messi didn't win it in 2014, 2016 or 2015 where he didn't win a Copa America, and now people are saying Argentina is nothing without Messi. Nah, the passion in that country to do everything what it takes to win is unbelievable. And it's something that brought the beautiful game back to how we used to see it. No, none of these tactics of trying to be physically superior and be robots when you're on the pitch. Nah, get the ball on the ground, do everything you can to win. And that's what we also saw with Spain as well. Like, you don't have to be the most talented team or physical individuals to win football. You just gotta have heart, play as a team, and be on the same path. You know, this is an example that football, if you have a team that's willing to go the same path and fight for each other and win for each other, just like Argentina, then nobody can stop you. No matter how physically superior you are, no matter how talented each individual is. This was the first team that England actually faced where it's a match for them. Like, because FIFA had more teams in this World Cup, Norway, Ghana, Panama. Like these are football teams, yes, but they're not. They're some of these teams are in the World Cup for the first time, and they don't have experienced players in the defense, midfield, attack, and the wide areas at the same time. Whereas Argentina, they're similar to Spain, they're similar to France, they're similar to Portugal. They have top players in each role of the pitch. I feel like there was some close calls for England in the friendlies that they had. You know, there was some close calls for Argentina, but the thing with Argentina, there's a big difference between knockout football and group stage football. Group stage football, similar to Spain and Argentina, you don't have to be the perfect team because you know how to win games when it matters. But knockout football is not even about are you the perfect if you have the perfect squad. It matters is are you going to be a team when the pressure hits? But congratulations to Argentina. Let's get ready for an exciting World Cup final.